All right, let's do one more example of graphing a rational function using the transformations. So let's identify the transformations. We kind of want to work inside out. The first thing we should recognize is we're adding inside the function. Okay, so that would mean we're going to do a horizontal translation. Specifically, we'll move to the left 2 units. Then, moving outward, the function is getting multiplied by a negative, which means it's going to get reflected. So it's outside the function, so it's going to get reflected vertically over the x-axis. And then the last thing we're going to do going outward, so this is the first thing, that's the second thing, and the last thing we'll do going outward is subtract 4, which will move the whole graph down 4 units. So if we were to start with our parent graph, I'll just do this half of it. The bottom half is over here. I'm going to move the whole thing to the left 2 units. So that would give me this. Right? I'll actually go ahead and draw the other part of it in. The other half of it would start here. Maybe I should use different colors here. So let's do the parent graph in green. When I move the whole graph 2 units to the left, I'll be right here. This piece would move here. That's my first step. And then the second step is to reflect it over the x-axis. So let's do that in blue. So when I reflect this red curve over the x-axis, it would end up jumping down here. And this can get a little bit tough to look at here, but this bottom left red one would jump up. And then the last thing I need to do is move the whole graph, that blue graph, down 4 units. Let's make that this sort of brownish color. So this blue graph now is going to move down 4 units. So where that point's going to move down 4, and we're going to go up. This blue unit is going to go down 4. Look like that. Okay, so it's really hard to look at, but our finished function is this brown function. Okay, and what I would suggest is probably erasing this all out of here so you can see that a little bit better naturally. Okay, and you'll notice wasn't necessarily talking about the asymptotes as I did it, but if we think about the asymptotes, the vertical asymptote starts at x equals 0, and we had to move it to the left 2 units, so there would be a vertical asymptote at x equals 2, or with the equation x equals 2, and the horizontal asymptote starts at y equals 0, and the whole graph got moved down 4 units, so the horizontal asymptote would be at y equals 0. And you should draw the asymptotes in with these dashed lines. It's a nice way of visualizing the fact that there's an asymptote there. You could use different colors to make it not look like it's the actual curve. But our horizontal asymptote here would be 4 units below the x-axis, or y equals -4.